maybe. Yeah. Oh, hey, all right, and we are once again pre-recorded. Woo!
In the can.
We continue our time traveling as we entertain you this evening, and I can talk loudly now because we are no longer in a librarium. Instead, we're in the thick of it, and I mean in the thick of it. But before we return to the paper shredder, a couple of announcements. First, this Wednesday, episode 8, the penultimate episode. Where has the time gone?
Oh, wow.
Of the House of Ill Repute. Dun, dun, dun. There is so much going on with that. No recap will do it justice. Just head over to our YouTube and watch the videos on demand. And because we know you can't spend enough time in the house, our Discord has the House of Chill Repute with Violet Crowe, the official after show where she talks with various members of the cast immediately after each episode, so you can see how vulnerable we are right then and there. If, however, you don't want to wait, you don't have to. Immediately after each episode on our Patreon, those episodes are available, and they're for $10, just $10 US. You can cancel anytime, but you can get first look access at things like the House of Chill Repute, as well as exclusives. I hope by now you have seen that instructional video from Jacob. You open, unhinge, insert, and wiggle. Those lines will never leave your brain.
I assume by now everyone has tried it themselves and shared their videos with us of them trying to do the same.
What we need is a shirt that says that, and then just like a graphic of me with like a unhinged jaw. Yeah.
I'm not sure if we need that, but we may be having it soon.
Whether we need it or not.
Once you have watched this, please comment whether you felt that clip alone is worth $10. And as Violet said, please share and link any videos of you trying to follow this instructional video. We appreciate it, and we love you all, however unhinged your jaws may be. But speaking of things that are worth the cost, if you want all of the materials to run your game night as easily as Jacob consumes a burger, Pangea Gaming has you covered. They have TTRPG materials, you know, the books, the monster manuals, the source, the hand, the whatever kind of books there are, they have it. Whether it's D&D, Pathfinder, Cthulhu, Starfinder, I don't know what other game out there, but they have that too.
There are so many games in the world.
There are. And I did not bother to pre-list them all, so too bad. If you want your game listed, call me, be a sponsor of the channel. We'll make sure your game is listed in that. They also have dice, whether it's the 20, the 12, the 8, the 4, D100, you got it. They will supply you for all of the rolls that you are forced to make, even when you don't want to. They have miniatures. They have painting supplies, just like you see on the House of Ill Repute. Everything you could need to make your game night magically appear before you on the table. And they will ship it, whether it's domestic or international. So go over there, get your gaming supplies. Tell them we sent you. Tell them you were thinking about it while you were consuming a burger. Just go there and buy some stuff. It's all good.
Speaking of consuming burgers, a reminder that if you join us for our live show and you donate a higher sum of money, I'm gonna have a stack of burgers here, and I'll keep donating, and I'll keep eating them. I'll get maybe like 4 or 5 burgers, and we'll see how many y'all get through.
Really contribute a lot. We might be able to make Jacob too sick to continue the stream.
Yep. So reach into those pockets and watch your GM Dungeon Master through a mouthful of burger until he throws up.
Burger joints, especially if you're in or near Vancouver, we are still accepting sponsorships. We can make it a burger off. Did you ever want
the
your
magnet?
Burger?
Get in touch.
We could set your burger on fire with flash paper as Arcanum.
Get in touch.
But All of that is exciting. We love challenges. We love stuff. We love making up stories. But if there is something that melts our hearts even more, it is a pair of mastiffs rescued from a robe. In fact, all critters, whether they're furry, feathered, scaled, or paper, any type of animal companion being taken care of is precious to us. And we are raising money for an organization that helps do just that. So, if you please, Violet, can you tell the fine folks graciously listening to us as we go on and on and on just a little more about why we're really here with tonight's charity?
Yes. So Melt My Heart Sanctuary in Silverdale, Washington is a truly amazing animal rescue facility. In addition to finding new homes for animals that need them, Melt My Heart specializes in caring for, rehabilitating, and training animals that cannot be adopted, especially those that are elderly or have special needs. Their many programs include training animals for volunteer therapy programs, providing support to pet owners experiencing financial hardship to help aid pet retention and keep animals out of shelters, and providing temporary foster care for animals in emergency or disaster situations. They serve all kinds of species, from hamsters to goats, and every dollar you can spare helps keep these wonderful animals well fed and well cared for. So please help us help them and give what you can.
Indeed. And now, without further ado, back to the action.
We return back to what we have discovered is Calisota, somewhere near the Toolbug River, near the Black Forest, south of Fort Duckburg, near Old Mount Demon Tooth. As we find ourselves in the city here, ruled over by Scrooge McDuck, after Librarium Arcanum was robbed, these life-giving, soul-giving spells taken, evidence bringing our heroes together and sending them on a journey after being chased by the King's Guard or the Duck's Guard. Duck's Guard, woo! As we make our way, being tailed by the Duck's Guard, we went to meet the doctor. We meant to meet the doctor there, who kind of gave over that they were operating on a deceased loved one of someone who lives nearby. Suspicions running high. Renee's talking to some NPCs due to some very poor rolls, and you guys decided to make your way to Ren Melar's place, whose partner's glove was found at the scene of the crime. As you arrived there, knocking on the door, it was empty. The building was empty, and our little friend Valum decided to open a window and fly on in. And as Valum opened a window and flew on in and saw some papers at the desk there, shit started to go haywire as armors and swords and shields came to life around them. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and roll initiative. And your character for anyone that's joined in. Okay, I'm going to call it out. 25 to 20. Beautiful.
21.
21 for Odo. Excellent. 20 to 15. Okay. 15 to 10.
12.
10.
12, 10. Excellent. Excellent. 10 to 5.
I got a 6, and I have the alert feat, I want to say, but I got a 6, so.
Okay, so you've got a 6. We'll come to the alert feat in a second. C.O.R.R.A, what'd you get?
8.
Excellent. So C.O.R.R.A, and then our good friend oh my goodness, how have I forgotten Bernard's name? Excellent. As we begin, does anyone want to swap with Bernard? Bernard, what do you say to the people outside and Valum as you hear Valum floating around inside?
I also have alert if it's helpful. But
I also have alert.
Oh my
Excellent. Does anyone want to swap with anyone?
Yeah.
I will gladly give Vellum my top of the initiative.
Excellent.
Sure, that might be helpful. Okay.
Vellum up there.
I'm also
excellent.
standing there with my hand on the door if anyone wants to bump me up in the initiative, but that's up to you.
Where are you, Cora?
I'm like at the front door. I was about to.
No,
go
sorry.
in.
What's your initiative?
Oh, I'm
Ri-
an 8. I'm like
Right after you.
next to.
But you can have my 10 if you think it'll help.
Yeah, there
It
you
might.
go.
You
Cora
never know. Take my
and
10.
Renee. Excellent. And Bernard, happy to sit down the bottom there.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. Excellent. As we kick off at the very top of the round, Vellum, introduce yourself, and let me know what you're up to as you're in the middle of this room. Small kitchenette, living room, armor and weaponry plastered on the walls, a warrior's home, as it all kind of detaches itself as some sort of home security system.
Well, as Vellum, I find the gear designed to slice particularly distressing because Vellum is a origami dragon. He's a paper dragon made about 18 inches tall, folded and made out of origami, and not particularly interested in being shredded at this point in time, but very focused on the papers that are in front of him, and that's pretty much it. He does have a bandolier of bookmarks on. He has a little book stashed away, and that's all there is for just a dragon.
What would you like to do on your turn?
Well, first, I'd like to grab the papers. Can I grab the
Excellent.
paper? Is that
You
considered
snatch
an
up the object interaction.
object interaction?
Whoop, you scoop up the papers.
Fantastic. Is there a path through the through the armor and sentry systems and all of that, like toward where the front door is? If I were to say bonus action disengage and head in that direction with a dash as well, so that would be like 80 feet of movement.
You see the door. You tell me what you want to do. I'll let you know.
I want to disengage, dash, and
Nice.
head to the door.
You disengage, dash. You pass by these two kind of like floating swords, these suits of armor, these shields that have popped off the wall. You head straight to the door.
As I go by.
As you head to the door, you see that there's like latches and like chain across the front there. As you come to the door there.
Yeah. Sure. I had a mage claw up. If the mage claw is still up, try and I don't know, use that to unlatch as many of the latches as possible to get out the door.
Go ahead and roll a d4 -1 for me.
So it's a total of 0.
Total of 0. Okay, beautiful. As your mage hand comes across, you get it over there with you, and you see that there are 4 latches, like chain, latch, deadbolt, and like handle, key handle. And as you come across, your mage hand grabs the chain and is about to kind of yank it across there. So I'll say you get the chain off one of them there.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
That's
Excellent.
what I got.
Alrighty, that is going to bring us down to the armor with Odo on deck. The armor is going to step forward. As it steps forward, one of the armors throws the shield at you and is going to, like Steve Rogers, like bounce the shield off you to the other armor there. As it comes flying at you, that is a... Where are we? That is going to be a 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 to hit you.
Miss.
Beautiful. Boom, boom, hits the armor. The armor pulls it out of its chest and flings it back. Boom, boom, back to the same armor that
You
threw
gotta
it.
be kidding me.
That's going to be another miss as they bang, 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 bang. That is going to be the 2 armors' turn as they clank towards you, bringing us down to Odo. What would you like? You are muted, Odo.
I am muted. There I go. Saying a bunch of things, not important. For Odo is a dark-skinned dwarven individual, large white beard, fancy pinstripe suit, private investigator type. From his little walking stick that he's been with, pulls out a short sword from a cane sword, and then as a bonus action, I would like to use my insightful fighting.
Excellent, yeah.
I'm going to, against one of the armors, I'm going to make an insight check versus their deception check.
So you cannot
And if
see
I
the armors
succeed-
because they're...
Ah, shit! You're right.
Side of this, the only one in there is Vellum right now.
Yep. I'm going to hold my action to stab armor if I can see them within the doorway.
Okay, you don't know that it's armor in there, so just stab any
Stab.
5 foot or above creature that steps out.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Anything that's not vellum.
Anything that's
Anything-
not vellum.
Okay, great. That is going to bring us down as you hold your action to stab. You step to the side. C.O.R.R.A, what would you like to do?
So I had my hand on the door. I was trying to get in as this all, and so hearing the commotion, I am a collections organization and a research assistance automaton, just like a maybe 5 feet tall, cheerful looking girl made of steel. And as my hand grips the handle and I hear this sound, you see a little bit of a crackle and a little electric charge pulses into the door, accompanied by as this little burst of electricity, there's a little sort of thunderclap that comes along with it as I cast knock on the door.
Nice. Boom. With a little bit of a crack, you watch as the rest of the locks disappear, kind of snap open, and you swing the door open. Vellum, you're either caught behind the door or as the door opens, you look in, you see 2 very well-oiled suits of armor, one with a shield, one with a huge kind of mace, and you'd see behind them coming off the wall these 2 swords that have kind of been crossed together, and they kind of fly apart and swim towards you through the air.
All right. I seeing the situation, I press a little switch in the small of my back, and as I do, my eyes seem to like flip from the little gold flecked eyes that they were previously to it looks like solid platinum, and say activating security measures as I trigger my innate sorcery.
Excellent. You go Sorcerer Super Saiyan, and as you do, that is going to bring us down to the swords. The swords are going to surge on forward. One of them is going to go straight for Vellum there. The other is going to go out through the front door at C.O.R.R.A, who's just kind of stepped out. But Odo, you do get an attack of opportunity at the sword if you wish to. Yes, I am pronouncing it
I
correctly.
do wish.
Sword.
I do wish.
Sword.
I do wish. Sword to sword action. Like proper gentlemen. That'll be 11.
11 to hit the sword. Does not hit the sword. The sword is going to come forward at C.O.R.R.A. That is going to be a big old miss. That's a 9 to hit you, C.O.R.R.A. Vellum, that's a little better. That's a 19 to hit you, Vellum.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. As the sword behind the door, damage there.
I would like to deflect that attack.
Yeah, go for it.
17 points.
Yeah, tell me how you swing that sword away from you.
Oh, I just like fold over and back again so that it...
Excellent. That is going to bring us down to Renee.
Have any of the baddies moved outside of the physical space of the home?
Not just yet, no. The furthest one out is the sword that swooped at C.O.R.R.A there. And as that sword swooped at C.O.R.R.A, it's just in the doorway there, like trying to carve across that metal.
Am I able to take a swing at the sword, was it?
You can take a swing at the sword. I will say that it has a bit of cover because Odo and C.O.R.R.A are right in front of it. It's kind of Odo, C.O.R.R.A on the stoop there. You were back a little bit, so you'd have to reach over to get the sword. Or you look, and there are perfectly good breakable windows that you could kind of jump through like you did last session.
Is it an action to jump through the window?
No, it's your movement. Excellent. You through one of the side windows, come up in a roll, and you see these 2 enormous suits of armor turning towards you. One sword that seems to like be partially gouged into, trying to partially gouge into Vellum, who kind of folds around it there, and then the sword at the doorway as you tumble on in.
I pop up and I see these beautiful beasts in front of me, and I go, Oniva! And I take out my greatsword and swing.
Excellent. You're aiming at one of the armors?
Whichever's closest to me, yeah.
Go for it. Yeah.
It's a 2.
I'm going to
You-
my reaction to add +10 to that roll as I say, remember to use your wrist.
Excellent.
Good call.
For a total of 18.
Damn. Yeah.
18 just hits.
Good to know. Good to know. That is a 11 damage.
11 damage. Nice. As you do 11 damage there into the armor, is there anything else you wish to do?
Oh, no. Sorry, I thought I was using my great axe and I was going to cleave, but I'm not. So I'm going to
Excellent.
try and be the one that they hit. I want to draw
Okay.
attention away from. I've realized that I'm 7.5 feet tall and everyone else is 5 foot and under.
Yeah.
And that's very sweet. And I feel like I want to protect all these
Excellent.
friends.
Excellent. That brings us down to Bernard on the stoop there, looking in through the open door or the smashed window. Up to you. What would you like to do?
Amazing. I'm going to take out my blacksmith library book card.
Yeah.
It has a little little thing, that tassel that hangs off of it. It's pretty long. And I'm going to swing it around my head, and I'm going to hit the one closest to me with the bookmark.
Oh, with the bookmark? Excellent. That would be the sword in the doorway that C.O.R.R.A and Odo are obscuring. Or if you go to the window, you can try and climb in. But 22 abs. Ooh.
Yeah, a 22.
Where are we? Sword with some cover. That will hit, even with a bit of cover there.
Amazing. And that will deal 6 damage.
6 damage. Nice.
And I am going to... Do I want to? No. Then I am going to... after I hit it, I'm going to move to the window.
Yeah.
With my bonus action, I'm going to use my War Priest bonus action attack and attack the one through the window with my bookmark, if I can.
Excellent. You have range with your bookmark?
It is 10 feet of range.
Ooh, roll a quick D100 for me. See how far these guys are from the window.
That is a 50.
Ooh, I will say they're just out of reach.
All right. I'll attack the... yes, Renee?
I forgot about Jonesy and Schmidt. We can come back to that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I will attack the sword. The sword.
Excellent, yeah. You
Yeah.
head back over to the sword. Excellent.
Yeah. And that is a... not going to hit.
Not going to hit. Excellent. You whip through, and the sword kind of parries it out the way. As the sword parries it out of the way, you watch as we hit the end of the round here. The room itself, the house itself, starts to kind of shake a little bit, and you watch as like pots and pans are starting to like rattle across. What are the two mastiffs, Jonesy and Schmidt, doing here, Renee?
I was going to send them in, but I've seen they have 5 hit points each. And they are going to growl intimidatingly at these inanimate objects.
As they growl, we come back around the top to Vellum. Sword in your melee. Other than that, a little bit of room.
Oh, okay. And the exit to the egress to the house, how far away is that? I'm like right at the door, right?
You're right at
Or
the
that's
door.
like
Yeah,
all around
yeah.
the door?
It's like you, Sword, and then Odo and C.O.R.R.A are blocking the doorway, but you're pretty small.
Okay. I would like to strike out and see if I can give it a paper cut. That is,
Go for it.
that is my desire. Does a 24 hit?
24 absolutely hits.
That does 10 points of paper cut damage.
That sword drops to the ground with a clatter. Ting, 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 be animated.
the dragon!
Excellent. Paper beats scissors in this case.
And there's other action like closer to the door.
Yeah, so there is another sword that's kind of coming towards you. There's an armor that's in melee with Renee, and then like another armor lumbering towards you.
Nope. Okay. I would like to move over and try and get close to the because the house is shaking. I want to get like close to the egress of the door. Which I guess would be near, or I don't know if I can hit that from the outside. The armor that's attacking Renee.
Yeah, so if you go to the front door, which you're pretty much at anyway, you can hit, if you've got range, you can hit anything that's in the house. As soon as you go out of the house, you've got to try and spot it. So yeah, absolutely.
That's fine. I have 30 feet of range on my paper cutting ability. So I will swing my tail at that, and a little bit of paper will go off, shoot off of that, and attack the armor.
Nice.
That would be an 11 to hit.
11 does not hit the armor. Bounces off the plating quite easily there. Anything else you want to do?
You're a sturdy one. All right, yeah. Still fear the dragon.
The armor is going to grab Renee and try to drop Renee to the ground, like from the lower hips there, and just kind of like try to drop you down. If you can go ahead and make a strength or dexterity saving throw, please, Renee. Oh boy.
18.
Excellent. It does not succeed in kind of flipping you over there. The other one is going to move towards you and pop around the side there. As it pops around the back of you there, that is a... where are we? That is a 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 to hit you as the other one swings with that mace.
It does not hit.
As they miss, they then kind of flank you in a way, one of them trying to lift you, the other one trying to hit you. As we come down to you, Odo, the sword in front of you dropped, Vellum now floating there, a sword just further in, and these two suits of armor grappling with Renee.
Going to unmute before I start talking.
Correct.
I'm going to step in.
Okay.
Sort of past the sword that Vellum is fighting. The one that currently has its sort of the armor that is currently attacking Renee.
Yeah.
Am I within range of it?
You can get to it quite easily. Yeah, it's not a huge house. Yeah.
Cool. Yes, I would like to scoot on over there. And I sort of on my way. I will then use my insightful fighting.
Yes.
I do the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes slow down, anticipate the fight, and then go back into it. It needs to make a deception check against my insight.
That is a dirty 0.
And that was a natural 20. So
there you go. Doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna try to stab this thing.
Yeah, go for it.
Waste of a 20. That's a 4.
Okay.
So at least you know
4
where
points
to
of
hit.
damage as you scrape the armor here.
Yeah, no, that's a 4 to hit.
Oh, 4 to hit. Oh, 4 misses.
Yes. The 20 was my insight.
Oh,
To
don't you
grant
roll with
me-
advantage? That's a 4 with advantage?
Oh, no, I did not roll with advantage. That is an 18.
18 will hit, yeah.
Oh, no, my thing was not a waste. I get my... I mean, I guess I'm already flanking, so I would have gotten sneak attack regardless.
Yeah.
Sneak attack. Oh, not bad. That's 15 points of damage.
Ooh, nice. 15 points of damage scraping across the armor here. Some of it buckles ever so slightly. As it buckles, anything else you want to do?
That's my turn.
Brings us down to you, C.O.R.R.A. You see armor, Renee, armor, Odo, kind of in a tangle there. The sword flying at Vellum at an incredible speed. Not quite at Vellum yet. What would you like to do?
I am going to immediately turn towards Renee and just say, cease this activity, and just extend a hand, and another bolt of electricity just shoots across the room and into one of the armors.
Nice.
That is a sorceress burst.
Very cool.
God That's a 14.
14 does not hit. Flies a little wide there, hitting the corner of the room, knocking some
going
plates off the top of the counter there.
She has this like, it seems molded like an unchanging, this sort of like cheerful, friendly, I'm here to help expression, but somehow there's a slight shift in it, and it looks like she is just slightly angry. And I am going to, with a sorcery points to quicken as a bonus action, try again with a witch bolt. So I'm gonna like I adjust my hand, like I sort of twist my wrist a little bit, like I'm trying to recalibrate, and then again extend my hand and expend a larger bolt of electricity.
Excellent. Go for it.
18.
18 is exactly what you need to hit. As the witch bolt hits this armor here, go ahead and give me your damage.
Oh shit. That's 22 points of damage.
22 points of damage. Beautiful. That suit of armor crumples to the ground there. As it crumples to the ground, you watch as the this whole kind of house starts to rumble a little bit more.
That's it.
Excellent. That is going to bring us down. The one sword down, one armor down. Okay. Whoop.
What sort of damage was that witch bolt?
Lightning damage.
Okay, cool.
You watch. The sword is going to fly towards Odo this time. Odo doing a fair bit of damage. As the sword flies towards Odo, you watch as parts of the kind of the kitchen kind of come apart and start to like clump together. Plates start to stack. Cupboards start to kind of flop together and build this extremely large. That's going to be a miss on the sword. But Odo, you just like watching as the kitchen builds itself into a larger construct. And as the sword comes at you, you just like duck under and look back up. The kitchen is coming alive. And as it does, the stove kind of folds to what looks to be a head. The front of the stove opens up and like flames bellow out and it shuts once more. Gas burners on its head and it starts to lumber towards Renee there. That is going to bring us down to Renee.
Should we be leaving?
Yes, very much.
I disengage and jump out the window. If possible.
Excellent. Different window.
Signature
break another one.
move.
Whichever's closest, honestly.
Yeah, another window. Yeah, it's a different window.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, love
Third
it.
window smashed. Excellent.
Jesus
As
Christ.
the third window smashes, you roll to the ground there. Disengage. You move out. You're outside of the house here. You look and you can see like the bricks of the house are like crumbling and shifting there. That is going to bring us down to Bernard.
Amazing. So is Vellum still in the house? No. Odo, are you in the house right now?
Yes, I'm just sort of in the doorway.
In the doorway.
Just
Okay.
Just in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a little further. If you've gotten a melee with one of the armors, you're at least like 10 or so feet into the house. But yeah, not too far in.
Okay. Screw it. I'm going to hit the go up and hit the one that's closest to Odo.
Yeah, the last armor.
Yep.
With you run into the
but
house.
I'm going to not use the same bookmark. I'm going to put it back in my book, which marks where I was writing about PI and police interactions that are not sexual at all. I'm going to flip to my other bookmark for divine punishment against the library, and I'm going to use that bookmark, and I'm going to attack with that one.
Excellent. That's a melee attack you're running into.
I'm not yet. I'm 10 feet away.
10 feet away. Excellent. 21 will hit. Yes, will hit the armor there.
And of course, I'm using that because I'm divine smiting.
Yeah. As you're rolling all that, you glance around. You see, these pictures of a happy couple, and you've Odo and Brannick, or Odo and the doctor, and now you're looking and going, maybe a bounce back for a grieving husband. Odo could be for this Ren, perhaps, if Ren's as you kind of glance around.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So would any of this be considered undead?
No, none of this is undead. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Amazing. So that would be 4 points of bookmark damage and 13 points of divine bookmark damage.
Ooh, that armor drops. It's now just the sword and this hulking kitchen creature.
Amazing. And I'm gonna say, I think we have made too much of a commotion in this establishment, and we need to run. And then I'm going to put my bookmark in and run.
Excellent. As you put your bookmark in and run, you exit the space there. As you exit the space there, that is going to bring us down. As the kitchen comes to life, you look, Odo, as the banister and the stairwell, the stairs that lead up to the loft, they also start to splinter and and they start to come to life as well. Odo, this is very odd for someone with martial prowess to have this much kind of this much arcane defense. You gather that they just stab people who come in. As that builds itself, that is going to bring us down to Vellum with Odo on deck, and then the construct creatures.
I don't know why. There's just something innate inside of me that doesn't like the fire coming out of that furnace.
Can't imagine why.
How far away is that?
Did you exit the house, or are you in the doorway?
Yeah, I'm just outside the door.
If you're just outside the door, the stove would be about 30 feet away from you.
Fantastic. I'm going to attempt to slice and dice the stove from where I stand.
Go for it.
Let's see. Does a 16 strike the stove?
A 16 does not strike the stove, unfortunately.
All right, I would like to spend a focus point and attack it 2 more times.
Go for it.
This is worse than Scrooge. A 15 and a 16 again. No, it is evidently.
I'm going to use my divine, my channel divinity to say, well, make sure to hit the insides. And you have +10 to hit on one.
That's your final channel divinity? You got 2, I think?
Well, I mean, till I do a short rest, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Excellent. +10 to that, which is a...
26.
26
will hit.
For 7 points of paper slicing damage. Take that! Thank you. Take that, you abomination! And then I'm going to move 40 feet back.
Yeah, you whip 40 feet back. Odo, you've been in the shit before. There is a stove monster coming at you, and what looks to be some sort of spinning stairwell, some sort of spinning stairwell creature. What would you like to do?
Gonna put my sword back in its cane sheath.
And
as bonus action, I will disengage. And then as movement action, I will get the fuck out of there.
Excellent. You run out of the home there. As you run out of the home, So Renee's out of there, Vellum's out of there, Bernard's out of there. C.O.R.R.A, where did you end up at the end?
I was still sort of just inside the doorway. I had attacked from a distance, so I am inside, but just near the door.
As we come past Odo's turn to these constructs' turn, the stove is going to open up its oven, and it is going to shoot a gout of flame at you. That is a 7 to hit you. The stairwell trundles on over to you. As the stairwell trundles on over to you, you watch as a spinning, almost like a fan, like a ceiling fan of timbers, just goes and tries to slice at you in the doorway there to get you out. That is going to be a big old hit. That is a 24 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll
okay. This is going to hurt.
Says Dr. Jacob.
Oh yeah, that is going to be 15 points of slashing damage.
I'm still up.
I'm going to as a reaction go nope and cloud rune that to the furnace thing.
Excellent. Is this something you have to see? I mean, you can be at the broken window.
Yeah, I was at I assume I was at the door at the window.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, I have to see it, and it's a reaction.
Excellent. It spins across, and that damage gets done to the stove there. As you do that damage to the stove, that's going to come down to C.O.R.R.A.
I leave.
Excellent.
I've been instructed that we are leaving, so I just turn around and leave.
You turn around. Do you shut the door?
That seems appropriate.
Excellent. As you shut the door, as we exit combat, you would hear like the rattling of dishes, and you watch as the building itself kind of rattles and shifts, and after a moment or two, it settles, and we are out of combat. As you stand there on the front lawn, you can see that there is an old, what looks to be some sort of, well, we might as well now, some sort of like, almost like a mother hen kind of like C.O.R.R.A there. And she looks across and she says, actually, you know what? She looks and she says, why don't you leave that poor man alone? Stealing a voice from my partner's C.O.R.R.A chicken. Why don't you leave that poor family alone? They've been through enough.
We were just doing that. We were just leaving. We didn't mean any harm.
Right. Well, if they don't answer the door, they're obviously mourning. You should respect that.
Sorry, we were just on official business.
All right. Well, don't think that I'm not going to speak to him when Ren returns. I'll let him know that you came by.
Yeah, Odo, you should give him one of your cards.
I give him a business card.
This might not be the best time for networking.
Well, I'll give you mine. I'm with the blacksmith library. It seems like maybe
you're trying to take their armor and their swords. Is that what you're trying to do?
No, I'm trying to inform them of their possibilities of their armor and swords.
Roll a deception check for me.
I would. Okay, I will.
Have faith in your dice
more
rolls.
intimidation, but yeah. Okay. Well, you see, like I really wanted to do that. I rolled a 5.
She goes, and she turns and goes back into her house and shuts the door there.
Well, I think that went really well.
We might want to get moving before. Oh, that good job, Willem.
Yeah, they had other stuff in there. I don't know, it was worth anything. There was like a fingerless glove and some other. There was, but paper, and I put the papers out so we can all read them.
I think that's Big C clue.
Indeed.
Excellent. As you look over the papers here, there is one paper that that simply, excuse me, they're almost like they're hand like written letters, but they're not sent. They're just like you pop it in your neighbor's mailbox. You go for a walk, you pop it in your neighbor's mailbox. So there's no like addresses on them. There is one that is in very for we're here now for lack of a better term, chicken scratch. Really really poor handwriting that I'll need an investigation check to be able to read. The other ones are quite easy to kind of take a look at.
Investigation.
To read properly this handwriting, you need to imagine how the person was writing, what hand they were writing with as I cast guidance.
See, they're left-handed and they're a little frantic, so I'm gonna don't clip that. That'll be a 22.
Too late. Excellent. Where are we? Excellent. As you look upon this writing, it is frantic and left-handed. From what you can tell, it says, if trauma severs the soul channel mid-passage, might residual function be revived? Pairing necrotic channeling with obdurative organ stasis, ? There is an elegant kind of writing below that just says, worth looking into, like it's been written back. You would then see a bit of paper that says, you know what Trey meant to me. You said it was dangerous. I'm out of options. You said love is sacred. Help me bring him back. His work for you was important. Another form of kind of handwriting written back to that that says, I'll see what I can do, talk to the doctor, give them time, come see me, and I'll give you what you need.
Damn, all those words and nothing about my Hoard scrolls. This is wasted time.
The very last thing you'll see is on that bit of paper, same kind of a very kind of professional handwriting that says, if the doctor follows the instructions, you'll have your partner back by the end of the day. EOBD, end of business day.
I think this may be our smoking gun.
This feels very complicated.
Agree.
I think
I have mixed feelings about keeping lost loves apart.
We need
So
to
do
find
I.
and retrieve library materials.
I agree
Good
with
point,
that.
C.O.R.R.A.
Also, they are sort of meddling with the dark arts and the powers of life and death, so...
This is a good point. I feel like it will just all go Pete Tong. Yes. We don't know Pete Tong here. I apologize. Okay. Should we go to the who's that guy? The magician, Tormik. Should we go to Tormik?
I have a sneaking suspicion Ren might be there.
All right. To Tormik then. Wait. Tormik was at Scrooge's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the letter says to go to Tormik's house? Or does Tormik live with Mr. Duck?
Tormik is a wandering magician. They are currently staying with Mr. McDuck as they're in town.
I see. To McDuck.
Hang on. Didn't the letter say the doctor was doing something the doctor told us they weren't doing? Sometimes going backwards is the way to go
The
forward.
doctor did inform us that they're working
performing an
on the
autopsy.
partner of Ren.
with
So they did inform us that that body was in their possession.
they were like getting it ready for burial, I thought. No. This sounds
Seems
like
that maybe.
they are using my hoard to bring them back.
Yes.
But would it be the doctor or would it be, I know nothing of magic, I just write the words on the armor and things happen. So would it be doctor doing necromagic or would it be that other guy, Tomik?
I was not able to detect the presence of the scroll when we visited the doctor previously. It's possible that it was outside the range of my sensors. But going to a new location and investigating there may bring more information.
Ça va? Shall we go?
I just look at Odo.
Who was that?
That was Edorath.
A little bit of Edorath in there.
Yep.
Decisions. Why do I have to be the brain cell?
You
I
did
believe-
this to yourself.
I did. I did it all to myself. I do this every time. I believe we go see Tormik because I believe Ren and Tormik are there will be given over the scroll so that Ren may give it to the doctor so that they may attempt some kind of dark resurrection. To McDuck Manor.
Just
Excellent.
immediately start going.
You head to
Just can I'm aware that we are heading back to the library, and can I just put a little hood up? And I know I'm 7.5 feet tall.
That was my question as you headed in there. You know that the city's guard are out looking for all of you. I wonder what it is you are doing to keep yourselves hidden.
Absolutely nothing.
Squeezed.
Me?
Okay.
Well, me?
Do we have some disguise self scrolls or anything nice like that? I've got listen, I'm going to be honest. I have a sack. I've got 2 sacks on my robe. We can do what we can with them. Yes, I do. I have 2 sacks. I don't know how big they are.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Where are my sacks? Sack.
2 sack patches.
It has a capacity of 30 pounds.
I mean, a sack. You could just pop it over your heads. Pop
That's
your
what I
hands
was
through.
thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking just the face, but maybe that wouldn't be enough.
No, it's a 30.
I'm sure that would
it's a
attract
30
no
pound sack.
attention and be very
It's like
subtle.
a potato sack. It would be like, for you, maybe it's just your head, but a lot of these people could fit most of the sack over themselves. Surely, like Vellum, Odo, and Bernard could kind of almost completely be like in the sack.
I have these manacles if you want to act like a prisoner or something.
Ooh. But is the guard also looking for you? Or is it just
What
me?
did I
me
do?
for,
I didn't do anything.
No, so you'll go. Okay, great. I'm just making. Hey, I wasn't there. I'm just making sure.
Listen, I haven't done anything illegal.
Other than the book tear, the page rip.
That's not illegal. I mean, you're
Everyone
expected
did
to
that.
tear the
It's
pages
a
of those
violation of
books.
policy.
God knows. Vellum,
Hmm.
would you like to hide under my robe?
Okay.
Just because the guard is looking for us.
But I'm a dragon.
How big are you?
18 inches.
Hear me
Sure.
out. You could piggyback, and it would be a good time fun. And also, we keep you hidden. And that's the thing people say, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Maybe a pocket. Do you have a pocket? I'll just hang out in your pocket and I keep my head out and see what's going on. Just look like a
Can
piece
I
of
roll
paper
for
in your
pocket, Jacob?
Yeah, roll a d100. See which patch you pull off in order to make room for a pocket.
Oh no. 46.
46 with a 46. You pull off a patch and just toss it to the side in order to make room for vellum. A pocket appears as you toss it to the side. There's like, and you look, and this majestic steed is there. Just goes,
Oh.
and you now have a riding horse. As as Jonesy and Schmidt kind of look up and go,
Oh, I'm so happy.
The menagerie increases.
Yep.
I do feel like riding a horse through town will draw more attention to us. I could be wrong. Yeah, okay.
It is faster though.
Odo, I offer you the horse.
Wow. I'm much obliged. No, I need uppies. I'm not very tall. I need uppies.
As you sit on the horse there, Odo, it kind of swings its head back, its tail swishes a little bit, and I need an animal handling check.
Shh, it's all right. That's a 19.
The horse calms, and
It's okay.
you have a horse here, unnamed as of yet, but you have a horse.
I jump in the pocket.
Excellent. One of the saddlebags. Oh no, in the pocket of Renee. Yeah. No. Excellent.
I offer a sack to C.O.R.R.A.
For what purpose?
Yes, I see. C.O.R.R.A, we are currently being targeted by the guards of the city. So we just need to make ourselves a little less obvious.
Oh, okay. And I flip another little switch behind my ear and just go invisible.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
Much easier. Excellent. I guess I put a sack over my face and upper torso because
Sure.
that's probably all it would cover.
Sure.
Cut a hole. Also put the hood of the robe up.
Okay. So, vellum in the pocket of Renee, who's wearing 2 sacks and a hood. Odo's on a horse. C.O.R.R.A's invisible. What's Bernard doing?
Minding
I'm sporting my immaculate lips, my entire face. I do have a helmet on. This helmet is golden. It is so shiny. It glints in the sun. I haven't done
gonna wear
anything
my
wrong.
lips.
What do I need to do?
I'm wearing my whole face.
I'm wearing my lips.
Mick Jagger
Excellent.
over here.
All right. Here's what I need y'all to do. Renee, you're going to make a deception check. Vellum, you're going to make a stealth roll with advantage. Odo, you're going to make an intimidation check. C.O.R.R.A, you're going to make a stealth roll with advantage. And Bernard, I just want like just a straight up persuasion check there. And I will get those numbers from you in that order. Renee, what'd you get?
A 16.
16. Excellent. Vellum.
22.
Nice. Odo.
A 19.
19. Excellent. C.O.R.R.A.
15.
Nice. And yourself, Bernard.
6.
Beautiful.
Those lips.
Nice tell of the story.
Okay. You start to trot towards the center, towards Mr. McDuck's manor there. As you move towards Mr. McDuck's manor, you're able to kind of find your way with the head of his enormous golden statue that kind of looks over a lot of the other buildings. You're able to kind of spot it and go, that's the direction we're going in. As you head in that direction, making your way through here. C.O.R.R.A, as you move along here, you're kicking up just a little bit of dust there. And as you're kicking up dust there, you see like City's Guard kind of watching. They kind of catch sight of Odo and kind of look at Renee, kind of like Frankenstein's monster, kind of like covered. Don't look the bells. As you Quasimodo your way across there. Vellum just just eyes and nose hanging out the pocket there, keeping an eye out. As that happens, they're kind of watching all this happen. And as they're watching all this happen, Corey, you go past a little bit of dust. They wave the dust away. And Bernard is just walking through as Bernard. And the guards go, hang on. Sorry, 1 second. They kind of step in front of Bernard there. They're like, weren't you part of that whole crew?
Oh yeah, I can give autographs if you want. I published this amazing novel. I'm sure you want to know about this. It went great in those smut stores. It was about a police officer and a FBM agent. Oh man, it was so nice. I'm sure you know about it. Oh, it was so good, especially when they solved that murder. And oh man, that sexual attention really.
One of the guards has his shield out for you to sign. The other one kind of looks and says, hang on. Weren't we supposed to arrest these people on side? I'd like you to make a deception check, please, real quick.
Amazing. Sure. Let's say 16.
A 16. Excellent. Beautiful. The other guard looks and says, mate, just get the signature and fucking go, all right? We don't have to ask a question. Holds out his shield for the signature. The other one kind of looks around and just kind of holds out the like shaft of his spear there and says, you mind signing this?
Of course, I will sign your shaft. And I will sign it.
Excellent.
Oh my.
As you shine his shine.
Whoa, that took a left turn.
I was literally just thinking, this is like the dirtiest paperwork that requires stream I've ever been a part of.
As you sign his shaft,
Yes.
Not better.
a little bit.
Moderately.
A little bit.
A little bit.
As you sign the shaft and shield, you are able to kind of move on unabated. And as you move on, you're able to kind of follow along everyone else. You trot your way. You see the Librarium off to the side there, and you approach this huge, towering, tall tower, McDuck Tower there. As you look upon it, you see just out back of it, so the enormous tower, and then at the back is this huge, like, curved trapezoidal building with a dollar sign on the front there, and you know that to be his money pit. As you approach the tower there, what would you guys like to do?
Heading for the front door.
You head for the front door.
Yep.
There is a
No subtlety.
there is a barrel-chested mallard there. Seems to have like a huge upper body, and he looks and he says, "Hey, what can I do for you?"
We're here to see Mr. McDuck and his guests.
Do you have an appointment?
Unfortunately, we don't, but it's a bit of an urgent matter.
Excuse me, sir.
Ooh.
What is your name?
Have you dropped
Staunch
into
Pad
the-
McFlap.
I will touch my helmet and say, "You'll let us pass, won't you?" And I'm going to cast suggestion.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. He opens his mouth to kind of speak, and as you cast suggestion there, what's the DC?
DC is 13. It is wisdom.
Okay. As he looks, he says, "Oh, I mean, I can let you in, but the boss is out in the money pit having a bit of a dip. Perhaps if you want to go see him, you're best going out there.
Thank
But
you.
if you want to come in here, you're welcome to."
I look at everyone else. What do you want to do?
Do you have another individual staying here?
Here, we have many individuals. The boss has a friend staying. He's also got family staying with him. Couple of nephews.
Oh gosh. We may need a tour of this whole place.
I'm really drawing on memory here.
We're specifically looking for Tormek Candela. I can't read my own writing now.
Tormek.
Tormek.
Someone named Tormek.
Right there,
Candlelight, I think is
you're
what it was.
slurring a little bit there.
It's been a long day.
I believe He's staying here at the moment. You want to speak to him or you want to speak to the boss?
I mean, we really want to speak to the boss, but we have to speak to Tormek.
Oh, all right. Well, Tormek's inside.
And the boss is in the money pit?
Yeah. If you walk around the back, it's about a 2-minute walk to the large, kind of comically kind of curved building.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah. You want to go to the stairs to the very top, and then you can dive in from there.
Beautiful.
All right. Steps aside and...
I have a question. Have you seen...
Hey.
Yes, I am a dragon. Thank you for recognizing.
Yeah.
Have you seen any weird or odd scrolls lying around here anywhere?
I can't say I have, but the boss has all sorts of expensive and magical items in the money pit, so, perhaps there.
Thank you.
You're welcome, little guy. You guys step inside the tower or go to the money pit?
I looked at Bernard. Can you do that thing again?
No.
Okay, well, I take out the little notebook that I have that I've been writing everything in, like Odo plus police officer, Odo plus doctor. I'm not really sure. It's confusing people, and then I use it to cast locate object.
Excellent.
Oh, that
as you cast locate object. What's the distance on locate object?
It's 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
Mhm.
Okay, beautiful. You would detecting the scroll of vitality.
Does it have to be one or the other? Or can I just see if there's either?
You can choose scroll, or you can choose library scroll, or you can choose something specifically, because it'll give you everything that is of that type.
Yeah, I mean, forbidden scroll from or library from or scroll from the forbidden section of the library.
Do me a favor, roll an Arcana check to get that kind of specific.
6.
6. I will say that you're able to do like library scroll, which should cover it, but for like, unless you're going for that one scroll, you won't be able to ping all of them.
Then I'll just go with the scroll of soul reinstatement.
Scroll of soul reinstatement. Beautiful. As you ping that, it does ping like through the tower towards the money pit there.
I'm just gonna take.
You get a ping. You get a ping of like a lot of scrolls, and then that seems to be somewhere in there.
This way, my Hoard!
Excellent.
Follow the little guy, I guess.
Yep.
As you head around, how long does that last for?
Let's see. 10 minutes? 10 minutes.
Beautiful. As you make your way around the back of the building, your vision of this sparkle of this scroll, the enormous money tower in front of you, you would see that the scroll seems to be up top of the building there, like about 50 feet in the air, like it's on top of like the like a rooftop party sort of vibe there. As you fly towards it, the rest of you would see a large doorway at the front that is kind of shut, like vault door closed, and then what looks to be like a stairwell that zigzags up the top there, up towards the top there. As you fly towards it, Vellum, that scroll seems to like be moving ever so slightly up on this 50-foot kind of tower here.
It's moving! It's moving! Quick! Hurry!
Excellent. And you're flying straight up and over the top there, yeah? Beautiful. What are the rest of you doing as Vellum just straight up?
Before he runs off, since he's made of paper, I'm going to toss one of my bookmarks at him and try to hook it into one of his folds and try to use it as a leash.
Okay. So
if you want mechanics,
it'll be
a whip mastery
whip
is minus 10 feet of movement.
Yes. So you're essentially trying to whip him and hold him back.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll for me against Vellum.
Yeah. That's an
11 hit you, Vellum?
No.
Excellent. Dodges the whip. As the whip cracks, Vellum, you're able to kind of head up a tiny bit there.
Hurry! Hurry! It's moving!
Excellent. What would you guys like to do? Are
I'm
you
just going straight to the door of the vault.
the door of the vault? Beautiful. Door of the vault, door of the vault. Everyone's going to the door of the vault.
I'm
I'm
running
gonna-
after Vellum.
I'm gonna pull a patch on the off chance I get like a spell scroll that helps us out.
Excellent. Okay, go ahead and give me a roll there. Where are we, Renee? So to be clear, there is a vault door. There is a stairwell on the side that leads up to the roof. Vellum's heading to the roof, flying straight up, not via stairwell. Odo and C.O.R.R.A are going straight to the front door there. Excellent. What'd you roll for your
91.
91? Excellent. Another window.
That's what I thought.
As you pull out another window, Bernard, are you heading up the stairs to match Vellum, or Bernard?
I am going up the stairwell as
Nice.
fast as I possibly can.
Excellent. Renee, as you pull that window off, what are you doing with that, and what are you doing?
The door to the bottom of the tower is open.
It is a vault door, like a classic, like not Fortnite. What's it called?
Oh.
Fallout vault door. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I slapped the window on it, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Here's what happens.
Oh no.
You guys go up to the door in order to figure out whether you're going to, whether you're going to kind of open it or not. The window gets slapped on it. The glass appears and you see nothing beyond. The glass begins to crack and shatter, and a torrent of coins comes pouring out. I need strength saving throws from Odo, C.O.R.R.A, and Renee as gold starts to pour out all over the ground here.
For some reason, I thought the vault door was to the tower. I don't know why my brain made that connection.
Yeah, so you've got like a weird kind of curved, tall, cubic kind of trapezoidal building with a door on the front, vault door on the front, stairs up the side, and then what looks to be like a rooftop sort of section there. Vellum's heading to the rooftop, as is Bernard. You went to the front door and went, ha!
I sure did. Sorry, gang.
Yeah, no, don't apologize. This is great.
Yeah, no.
Excellent. What do we get for our strength saves?
5.
13.
25.
Okay, Renee, you are holy shit. Okay.
Farewell, friends.
Yeah.
So sorry. Oh my god.
11 points of bludgeoning damage to both Odo and C.O.R.R.A as they are swallowed by the coins. They are restrained, grappled, buried in these coins as they pour out. You, Renee, are now like knee deep, thigh deep, waist deep as the coins start to pour out. As the coins are pouring out, you look and you see that city folk are starting to notice this. This is a center point here. As that's happening, Vellum, you fly up and over the top. As you fly up and over the top with Bernard running up the stairs, what you see is you see you see a handful of individuals. You see what looks to be a humanoid individual, the same humanoid in that picture in the house, what looks to be Ren. He's kind of shaking hands with a more kind of intelligent, smarter looking duck man with a monocle and a top hat and a cane. Pleasure doing business with you. As he shakes hands there, you watch as there are three little like younger looking ducks who are just kind of like in floaties, kind of backpedaling on this entire flat ocean of coins. As you fly up over the top, you watch as the coins start to swirl and move into a bit of a whirlpool. Scrooge McDuck looks up and says, looks like we're going to have to jump out the way here. You watch as Ren says, thank you so much, and dives into the whirlpool and begins to swim down. You watch as the scroll starts to disappear down there. As that happens, Bernard, you make it to the top. The little kid ducks are heading towards the side where you are, where there's a jumping board. As they swim over there, you watch as Scrooge pulls out a sending stone that looks alarmingly like a big chunky 80s Wall Street kind of phone. and he says, Torvik, a little bit of a problem. Come get me. As he hangs up there. What would you like to do, Valum and Bernard, as this huge, enormous building worth of coins starts to just drain?
I'm still tracking the scroll, and the
Yep.
scroll seems to be heading down. And does it look like it's going to go out where the entrance
No,
is? The coins. are
no
going,
idea.
right?
All you see is that Ren, with the scroll, kind of thanks Mr. McDuck and then dives into the coins in order to leave.
Guess we're going after him.
You head for the coins. As you head for the coins and land there,
I want my 2 scrolls.
Mr. McDuck watches and is like, "What the?" And as you dive into the coins there, you, Bernard, as you get to the top, these 3 little ducks pop on up with various caps and t-shirts on. As they land, they look at you and go, "Who the hell are you?" As they look at you, you watch as there is a puff of conjuration magic as Torvik teleports to the side of the enormous golden pool and looks and says, "Oh, it looks like we have some meddlers." Holds out a hand for Scrooge McDuck and kind of telekinesis him away from the center of the whirlpool. As he telekinesis him away from the center of the whirlpool, McDuck says, "I think we may have been thwarted just a little bit." As he drags him across, you watch, Bernard, as this sorcerer, Scrooge McDuck, Huey, Dewey, and Louie are all facing you down. Huey pulls out nunchucks. Dewey pulls out the blades there. Louie pulls out a bow staff. As they pull all of this out, they put we're crossing the streams here. Put bandanas around their colored bandanas around their heads. As they do, you, Valum, bury yourself in the coins there. We'll need a saving throw from you, but not until we come back from our break, as Odo and C.O.R.R.A are trapped under coins with Renee there.
What did we do?
And yes, this is exactly where I thought this one shot was going to go.
I think it's fair.
Alrighty, as we come on back to the chaos here, as gold starts to funnel out of Scrooge McDuck's enormous vault, as the whirlpool builds, I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oof, here we go. Here we go again.
All right. 25 to 20.
That's
Natural
me. I got
22.
21. And
21, 22. Excellent. 22 is Odo. 21 is Bernard. Excellent. 20 to 15. Beautiful. 15 to 10.
10.
10 for Vellum. Excellent. 10 to 5.
9.
8.
Okay. What is your... no, Cora. Okay, Cora. Cora. And then Renee. You're both down there, so we can do you one after the other. Excellent. All right. Does anyone wish to... Renee and Odo and Cora may shift around your initiative there. I'll allow that since you're in the same space.
Ooh. If anyone who's buried under gold wants to switch with me so I can dig you out of the gold, perhaps that's a little meta. Perhaps I shouldn't have said
Take
that.
it.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so Renee, you're up top. Renee's
Okay.
up top, and Odo is going to go just after Cora, which works really well. Excellent. Excellent. At the very top of the round, we begin downstairs. Not sure what's going on upstairs. This torrent of gold coins building. Common folk around the city kind of starting to pay attention. Renee, Odo, and Cora somewhere buried in this nonsense here. Renee, what would you like to do?
I curse a lot. Melt. And then I look for Odo.
Excellent. As you look for Odo, make a real quick perception check.
14?
You see, like, in the lump of coins, you just see, like, movement in one of them. You gather that that's either Odo or Cora. You're not sure which.
I start digging.
Excellent. Make an athletics check for me.
I can do that. I shouldn't have said that with such confidence. 18.
18. Easy enough. You move to the pile and you, as coins continue to pour over him, you're able to kind of put your hand over it and you get Odo's face free and kind of get Odo pretty much free there out of the coins.
Can I... Gosh. Do I have action surge? I'm pretty sure I do. I want to action surge and look for Cora if I try and dig Cora out if I can.
Yeah, make another perception check, please. And then you can action
You
search.
hear from somewhere under the coins just a slight beep, 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 beep.
It's very slight. That was a 7.
Yeah, very
You
slight.
can't
You're able to
place
head.
where it is. You just can't.
Yeah, you're able to head over there. I will allow you to action surge to just dig a spot if you want, or you can wait until you know exactly where Cora is.
Ooh, I think I'll wait. I'll wait with the
Okay.
action surge and wait
Excellent.
till I actually know where Cora might be.
As the coins are building there, we cut back up top to Bernard. This mage in front of you, who looks a little Strahd-esque, but like young Strahd with kind of like longer. If you imagine Richard Roxburgh's Dracula from Van Helsing, like the longer hair with a little bit of like wisps of hair coming down, that kind of version of Strahd there. Definitely not a vampire because he's out here in the sun, but has this kind of tall, imposing presence. As we cut up top, you watch as Scrooge McDuck, as he's pulled out of the coins, is kind of standing off to the edge there, and he kind of looks over his shoulder. He says, "My coins!" What would you like to do, Bernard?
So there's the 3 kids wielding weapons.
Yep.
Our main oligarch there and the mage.
Correct.
Okay.
And you're at the stairs, like you've just come up the stairs, so you've
Yep,
got a
and I'm
little
the
bit
only
of
one
distance.
there, right?
You're the only one there.
Amazing.
You might still
Yeah.
see my feet, tail.
Yeah, Vellum just like through the huge like third Pirates of the Caribbean whirlpool of gold coins that's starting to build up.
Amazing. I'm going to open my book. I'm going to recite a short little poem. When things are hard, just calm down. When emotions are high, just talk it out. And I'm going to cast Calm Emotions. And everyone in a 20-foot radius sphere, centered on wherever I want. So I assume it gets everyone. Needs to make a charisma saving throw. And
Charisma saving throw, okay.
It does what's on this 10.
Yeah, beautiful. Excellent. Okay. Okay. And then our little lads. Where are we? Okay. Okay, charisma. Okay. What is the DC?
13.
Okay. You watch as you calm emotions, the group here. Ooh. You watch as the mage and two of the kids, two of the ducklings, kind of seem to go a bit slack-eyed, slack-jawed, and the mage goes,
"You're right, it isn't the end of the world yet."
And as he says that, you hear Scrooge go, "But my fucking coins!" And he's like flapping his wings, getting ready to like fly over the edge there. Two of the kids just kind of stop and kind of look at each other, just kind of nod. The one with the nunchucks is looking at you.
Amazing. I really don't like nunchucks. They aren't pleasant.
No.
So I am going to hold up my book, hold up my other hand, and say, I just want to talk it out as my bonus action. As my bonus action, I want to activate Tremor Sense as I sense where everything is around me within 60 feet.
Beautiful, yeah. As you sense Tremor Sense, huge rumbling coming from this whole building as it drains of coin. Excellent. As it drains of coin there, that is going to bring us down to... I didn't even roll for... Oh, mate, beautiful. That is going to bring us down to you, Vellum.
So I'm in the process of diving in.
Yes.
And my target
saving throw.
And my target, my target is ahead of me. So as I dive in, I want to cast.
So you can't see anything in front of you. Yeah, cool.
As I'm diving in, I want to cast ink spill and make it slick and slippery in there, so that I can maybe get through a little easier and get to my target easier, which is essentially grease.
Yeah, give us a strength saving throw with advantage, please.
Oh, it's a 2.
Okay.
Better than a 1. I was a 1.
You are going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage
and
your little body is pressed.
And that's not something I can deflect, right? I can't fall.
No, you are just burying yourself in. But the good news is you start to slip and move. It is completely dark. You are pretty much, like, for lack of a better term, restrained, but you can kind of use your movement with a strength check in order to kind of get deeper and deeper. But you get a huge head start, and you start to kind of like move in on this this kind of flash of a figure there. I'll start a countdown between you two as well. Excellent. And you get a bit of he gets a head start, but you really shave the lead off pretty well with that spellcast there. Nice. Whoop, come up, flip. There we are. Beautiful. You're already like halfway to him as you flip on through there. Anything else you want to do?
It's not movement or anything, right? So I can't like dash.
Yeah, no, it's basically your strength check to move through here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can I use any kind of a dodge action to try and protect myself from future damage?
If you want to move slower, I'll say you're not going to take much more damage. That is the damage you're taking to get through. So that way you're not going to die before you hit the bottom. But yeah.
Then nope, I'm good.
Excellent. As you slide through there, we come to these three duckling brats. One of them kind of flapping the nunchucks there, kind of looks at at his brothers and kind of looks across and goes, "Come on, guys!" And he's gonna and try to wake them both out of their calm emotions there in order to try and get them on the ball here. 19, nice. Excellent. But that is going to be his action, kind of slapping his siblings in order to get them to pay attention, which is going to bring us back down to C.O.R.R.A buried in the coins here. Metal on metal.
Yep, I am trying to drag myself out.
Excellent. Do me a favor, roll a survival check to know which way is up.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not so much trying to go up as sort of dragging myself out from under the pile, but I do still need a sense of direction. Because
you could just drag yourself back into the vault.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
As your gyroscopes go.
An 11, but also before anything else happens, while I'm doing that, realizing the difficulty of this task and that I am also very damaged, a little emergency mode switches on, and I give myself a little extra D4 to that because I am built for success. So that adds 3 to it.
Okay. You kind of know which way is up and out. You at least know which way the vault is, and you pull yourself away from that. Go ahead and give me an athletics check as your action to pull yourself out.
Okay. This is gonna be bad. Yep.
What'd you get there?
I don't know why it's stuck. It didn't work. That was really weird. Sorry, I'll try this again. 16.
Excellent. You begin to pull yourself through. As you pull yourself through, you, Renee, would notice kind of off to the side where the coins are petering out, just C.O.R.R.A dragging herself out of the coins there. As C.O.R.R.A drags herself out of the coins there, people begin to approach. That is going to bring us down to Odo.
Gonna sort of shimmy the last little bit out of the coins. Being dug out by Renee.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, that was not anticipated. So, and I can't see anything that's happening up on the...
No. You see Scrooge McDuck looking over the top, holding his top out, screaming, waving his cane.
I just gotta stare at Scrooge for a moment and just sort of shake my head.
Excellent.
Can I? No, I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that. That is meta information. That is all I'm gonna do.
Excellent. Tormek is gonna look at you, Bernard, on his turn, and he's gonna say,
"Well, I suppose if the children are safe, as is Mr. McDuck,"
and he disappears. As he disappears, we come down to Scrooge. Scrooge leaps over the side of the building and just... As he's flapping his way down, he is going to rage and land amongst the coins. As he lands amongst the coins, Bernard.
I have, does he evoke a opportunity attack from me?
No, you are, like I said, you're about 10 feet away from them. You are standing back from them. Yeah. He flies down. As he's flying down, he rages. As he rages, he lands on the ground there, and he just starts cursing thick expletives. Don't do that! That's my coins! You just get your hands on the... and he's going to start kind of scooping the coins up there. As he's scooping the coins up there, movement, action, bonus action gets him down there, but he's right near you guys going absolutely nuts. As he's going absolutely nuts there, you would notice that the people are getting closer. You would notice that that your good friend Staunchpad, Staunchpad McQuack pokes his head around the corner. Is like, oh, that's not good, and he kind of walks away. As he walks away, You see city kind of folk and guard beginning to swarm this way. You know you've got, not a lot of time before the city's guard will show up, but at least enough. It's only just happening here, and I'll take that counter down to there. Excellent. As that happens, we come back around the top to you, Renee. What would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna try and be a distraction for McDuck so the others can get away.
Okay, great.
So I'm gonna run up. I'm go out to, I will pick up a coin, and then I'll run up to him, and then I'll put it in my pocket, and then I'll attack him.
Okay, great. Go ahead and attack Scrooge McDuck here. Where are we?
Please attack Scrooge McDuck.
Yes.
23 to hit Scrooge.
He is like reactively going to let out a string of expletives. Did you know who I fucking am? As he does that, we're gonna take 3 off that, which is still gonna hit him. As he cutting words as you, and you swipe at him there.
Oh my god, 16 damage!
16 damage
Max
to Scrooge McDuck here.
damage.
Big hit on Scrooge McDuck. He is not looking too terrible there.
Can I also
as this
fire
barbarian.
rune
Sorry?
Can I fire rune him at the same time?
Sure, go for it. Yeah.
Great. That's an
so he takes
extra
half that
2d6 damage.
Of fire.
Yep.
Beautiful.
That's 8 fire.
Excellent.
And
So he's
then
going to take
he also
half
has
the first damage because he's raging, and then he takes the full fire damage,
Gotcha.
and then
Scrooge
Um,
McDuck is
and then he will probably pass this, but he has to pass a strength saving throw
okay.
or be restrained.
That is a 9. 9.
A 9?
Yep.
He fails.
Get the fucking hands off me! Get your fucking hands off me!
I don't have. I'm just taking the Scottish accent now. I don't have my hands on you, sir.
As the fire chains kind of wrap around him there. Anything else you want to do?
Oh, I'm so happy that worked. He's restrained. I'll take a couple steps back if I've got the movement.
Yeah, absolutely. You take a couple steps back from him. As you do, we cut up to Bernard there with 3 angry-looking kids who are just kind of like being shaken out of their stupor over the next little bit.
Amazing. So none of them have attacked me yet, though.
No, the one that was not calm emotioned is now trying to rile up his brothers there.
I'm going to come up to this one that's not calm emotioned.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give him the biggest bear hug possible. I'm going for a grapple check, but I'm going to say, it's okay. We can talk this out. Nothing has to, we don't have to resort to violence.
Okay. Go ahead and give me just a grapple, like a hug grapple.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. You successfully grapple this duck child. As you grapple this duck child with the nunchucks, and you kind of hug them there. As you hug them there, do me a favor, make a persuasion check for me.
Of course. That is 11.
As you hug him, he says, Uncle Scrooge says hugs are for weak people. Affection is weakness.
And I'll move half my movement away from the other calm emotion kids.
Yeah, beautiful. You drag him away and kind of away from the swirling gold pit there.
Yeah.
That is going to bring us down to him. The other 2 kids are still in their, what do you call it? In their state, in their stupor. Thank you. But this one is going to try to hit you with the nunchucks from like on your back there.
Bring it.
That is going to be a dirty 20 to hit you.
That just hits. Yeah.
Okay.
My arm
That
AC is 20. Yeah.
Okay, 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Thwack! Thwack! On your back there. Let me down! As that happens, the other two are like watching their brother fight you, which is going to bring us down to where are we? Vellum. What would you like to do?
Pursue the scroll.
Excellent. Give me an athletics check, please. How big is your grease? 20? 10. I
My
forgot
ink
to roll.
spill is 10 foot. Is a 10 foot square.
Excellent. Ink spill is a 10-foot square. So your ink spill will not help. But good news is, Skinny Boy is also trying to swim through coins. So.
And for sure, athletics. I can't do acrobatics, right?
No. Yeah, I don't think you can acrobat your way through solid matter.
Well, luckily that was a natural 18 for a total of 16.
That's really good. You feel like he moved ahead of you on his turn a little bit, but you've kind of caught back up and you're still keeping that distance as you kind of push your way through there, as you dig through. Coin passes. You passed by like a gold chest. You passed by like a diamond skull. As you move past that, anything else you want to do?
No, I don't think there's no.
Nice.
Just pursuit. Pursuit.
You're getting there. C.O.R.R.A, what would you like to do?
So I've pulled myself out.
Absolutely, yeah.
Part. Okay, so I'm gonna get up, and I am just unlike last time I got injured, where I had just like this one big dent that I kind of popped out. I have like little dents and dings and scuffs like all over me now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to kind of pass a hand over some of the worst of it, and some of the dents kind of pop out again as I cast a mending on myself. And then I'm going to look towards Renee, wherever Renee is, and just say, what is our current objective?
Survive. For you in particular, survive.
None of you are going to fucking survive when I get the hands on you.
Understood. And I just walk away. I just start going away from this situation.
So you head towards the throngs of people that are gathering around. As you head towards them, do you want to head towards the tower or away from the tower? What direction are you heading towards?
Away from the tower. Probably generally in the direction of the library. Failing
So
anything else, I feel like return to where we started. So.
Okay, yeah, you head across past the tower in the direction of the library. Yeah, absolutely.
Can I see? I don't know. I might not. Maybe there's probably not enough time. All of 6 seconds. If I see C.O.R.R.A immediately like turn and start to leave, I go, heal, then return, heal, then return.
Okay.
Understood. That is going to bring us down to you, Odo.
I'm gonna go up to good old chained Scrooge McDuck and just.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
I got a whole 1 point of healing from my mending spell.
Yeah.
Let's go. That is a 21 to hit.
21 will hit Scrooge. Yeah.
13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Nice. As you smack into him there, 13 points of what damage?
Slashing.
Magical?
Non-magical.
Okay, so he's gonna take 6. Nice. As you slash into him, he's kind of foaming at the mouth now, kind of swing at you with his cane.
Not a good look for you, McDuck.
I don't give a fuck what kind of look it is. You give my coins back. As that happens, there is a grinding of metal as Tormek does some sort of spell casting. As Tormek does spell casting, you would hear gasps and kind of shouts from the public there. And you, C.O.R.R.A, as you're heading like past the tower there, you glance off, and where that giant golden duck should be, it's no longer there. And you hear And Scrooge kind of shouts out and says, "Yes, Tormik, bring my duck to push these coins back in. Nobody," he kind of shouts at the public. He says, "Nobody touches my gold." As he does that, that is going to bring us down to Scrooge himself. Scrooge is pissed off. He's going to try and break out of the cage.
2d6 fire damage.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me 2d6 fire damage. What's the DC for your breakout there?
It's only 11. It's just at the end of your turn.
Excellent. Yeah, go ahead and give me that 2d6 damage as he
It's
breaks through
7.
those. Another 7. Beautiful. Takes another 7 damage. As he takes 7 damage, he breaks the chains off. As he breaks the chains off, he's kind of like hunched. And that's going to bring us down to our good friend, the city's guard, and the people approaching. I'll bring that timer down by 1, and it's going to bring us back around to Renee. What would you like to do?
I am going to once again shout to my team members, "Are we running?"
Our fight's not with the duck. We just need to get what we came here for.
And that's the scroll. I look towards the door where all the coins are coming out, and I'm going to post up and prep an grab action to try and grab someone as they come out, or a scroll, but I'm assuming someone.
Yeah. Excellent. As you prep that action, that's going to bring us down to you, Bernard, at the top there, hugging a duck that's trying to smack you with nunchucks there. Go.
Has he been able to look over the edge to see everyone else?
I'll say, yeah, if you've dragged over to that side, you can look down and see the
No, I don't want him to be able to see.
Yeah, you take it wherever you want.
Yeah. Amazing. I want to just say, hey, it's okay. No one's hurting you. No one's stealing anything. Everything is okay. And I want to as I'm saying that, like, hold him really, really tight. In the sort of an intimidation sort of thing.
An intimidation hug.
Intimidation hug.
I'm afraid the way you're role playing is not intimidating, but I'll let you.
That's fine. I rolled an 11 for deception.
No, I'll get an intimidation because you're kind of like, you're gonna be okay, as you're like squeezing him there. Yeah, give me intimidation.
That's 13 then.
13. Okay. With a 13, he does not seem bothered by the intimidation, but he does start to. You're starting to kind of cut off his air to kind of knock him out.
Amazing. And then I will use my. That's bonus action to touch myself on my head for 3 to repair the damage that he did.
Nice.
Yeah,
yes.
Let's not talk about how I said that.
You repair yourself. As you repair yourself, does a 16 hit you? No, beautiful. He tries to get like one little slap on you, and then he kind of goes, He's got no con modifier, and he passes out pretty quickly, and you're able to kind of like drop him to the ground there. The other two kind of come waddling over, and they go, "Oh, he must have been sleepy."
So sleepy. Can you take care of him for me as I hand him over to them?
Yeah, sure. They start, wake up. As they go to wake him up, that's going to bring us down to C.O.R.R.A and Odo. C.O.R.R.A, wheeling your way over, heading towards the crowd there. After this turn, movement action, you can get to like the crowd there that are all kind of watching, and you're able to kind of pass through them there. You hear like dotted city's guard trying to push their way through. What would you like to do?
I've been told to heal and return. So I currently am in the charge of the Librarium Arcanum, so that I am heading to the Librarium Arcanum with the intention of taking a long rest.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're heading to the Librarium.
Try it.
That's what
Odo,
I'm told to do.
That brings us to you. What would you like to do?
My fight's not with you, McDuck. I'm just coming here for.
He looks at you. He says,
I'm-
"No,
I'm
it's
just
mine.
here for
The one
something
that
that was
stole
stolen."
the one that stole my coins to fight." And kind of points over at Renee.
Renee, drop the coin.
Ching. Scrooge kind of goes, "Oh, thank fuck for that. Now, please get off my coins. I need to gather them back up and scoop them back in. Please, step away from the coins. Step away from the coins."
Easy. And I do so.
Excellent. You step away from like off the coin pile and out there. Anything else you want to do with your action bonus action?
I would like to keep an eye out for our friend that was squirming through the coin.
Excellent. You keep an eye out. You want to hold an action at all?
I'm just gonna make sure I can try to get sight of them.
Nice. You watch as coming around the corner of the tower, an enormous, like 5-story tall Scrooge McDuck makes its way out. As it makes its way out, it kind of opens its maw, and you hear like a Godzilla kind of roar there. It starts to make its way over to you. The coins kind of rattle. And as it does, it leans down with its huge wings, chin on the ground, wings open, and just starts to bulldozer towards you, Odo, you, Renee, to press you into the hole here. As it's coming towards you there, Scrooge is going to look at, he's going to take the sky and fly above it there. And as he's flying frantically, he's going to look down and go, "Make sure you get every last coin. Sorry if you get crushed, but your bones will turn to diamond as they are squashed into tiny, tiny pieces." As that's coming towards you there, the city guard get ever closer. As the city's guard get ever closer, our man swims a little further down. He's very close to the exit there. You can tell, Vellum, but he's not that far away from you. He's going to bring us back. Vellum, did we skip you?
Yeah.
We did. What would you like to do? Back on your turn.
Continuing, I'm chasing after.
Excellent.
Can I use my mage hand to either clear the path in front of me or make it more difficult for him?
Yeah, that's what we want. Make a athletics roll with advantage here.
It's gonna go so well. 13.
13. Excellent. You are neck and neck with him. You can see the glow just beyond like a handful of feet of coin there. As you feel yourself getting sucked down, you are neck and neck on the countdown.
Respect my Hoard!
As you say that, that is going to bring us back around top to Renee.
Can I back away from the vault window and prep? Like, I want to get out of the way of the statue that's scooping everything up.
Yeah.
But still be ready to try and catch Ren on their way out.
You either have to be in the path of this thing or
not.
Yeah. So you're either going to be in the path of this thing and then hopefully have time to grab and run, or you're going to get pressed by this big golden duck.
Well, you know, Renee is kind of old, so let's do something good with their life. They're gonna wait to try and capture
yeah.
baddie maybe, and
Right.
hopefully jump out of the way in time.
Excellent. Beautiful. You hold your action there. That is going to bring us down to Bernard with Vellum on deck.
Okay, so I'm upstairs
Ducks are looking
with
after each other.
three little kids, and some craziness is happening below me.
Yes.
How high is this tower exactly?
About 9 stories tall, so about 90-ish feet.
Yeah. All right. I am going to. First, I'm going to ask the children. Are you okay to stay here for a little bit?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. We'll hang out.
Amazing. Okay. Just wait for your dad, and then I'm going to book it down 30 feet.
Uncle!
Yeah.
As you book it down, you're sprinting down there.
Yeah, and then I'd be 90 feet, I believe.
Yeah, you're going downstairs, so there's no like restricted movement. So you can do like 30, 60, which will get you within 30 feet of the ground.
Oh shoot, I'm still not close enough. I'll action dash, so I'll be 60 feet above them.
Excellent. If you action dash, you can be 30 feet above them.
Then I'll be 30 feet above them. How far away am I from the big guy that's doing the thing?
So you're on the side of the building, 30 feet away from your friends that are near the front window where gold is pouring out. That huge duck is about another like 30 or 40, 50 feet away from them, just scooping and pushing in, scooping its arms around.
Mm-hmm. And then who's closest to it?
It looks like Odo's closest to it, only because Renee's like right up on the wall there. Odo's kind of stepped off to the side, and Odo's right where the creature is. Odo will get hit first.
Yeah, then I will bonus action Shield of Faith Odo.
Nice. Yeah. What does it look like?
As I take out my tome and cite, if you want to avoid damage, dodge. and I'll use
Dodge!
Okay.
So you have +2 AC.
That is going to bring us down to you, Vellum, right in front of you. What would you like to do?
Can I close enough to reach, touch, hit, whatever?
Not just yet, but if you succeed on this athletics check, you are there in the same space as him.
Continue with the mage hand to
Excellent.
give me advantage.
Athletics with advantage. He has one more check to be outside. You have one more check to be on him.
17. That's a natural.
You pop up beside this guy who is like, he's got the scroll like tucked between his cheeks and like a phone. Since we're doing like 80s 90s references, like a corded phone. Curving through the gold there, and you appear like right beside him there.
Don't steal from dragons!
Shouts and goes, and starts to dig his way forward more. As he digs his way forward more, let's do it. No, it'll be on his turn. Yeah, so you are right there with him as you shout at him. You're going to be with him when he moves now. You are just, you're with him. That is going to bring us down to C.O.R.R.A. C.O.R.R.A, as you make your way through, you can see like near where the tower and where the librarium is, you see the guards kind of pushing through, and you can hear Brannick's voice there. Kind of pushing through, trying to figure out what is going on out there.
Do I just hear him say that, or is he addressing me?
Somebody, one of you thousands of people, what is going on out there?
And everyone in the crowd turns at the same time and says, one at a time. You gather that you can avoid him rather easily, but you're just aware that he is right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't go to great lengths to avoid him, but if it's just like go slightly around, I probably will do that.
Right.
I am in a somewhat defensive mode at the moment. And my goal is to get into the library where I can have an opportunity to recharge.
Beautiful. Yeah. You are hightailing it to the library. At the end of this turn, you can kind of get to like the front steps of the library. Everyone's moved on towards the gold here. And as you get to the kind of front steps of the library, you do see Patola there kind of standing on the steps looking down and going, oh, what on earth happened? Did
I've
something
sustained damage.
Oh my goodness! Yes, you have. Please come. And you're kind of up the stairs there. She says, "I just have the worst of luck with C.O.R.R.A units. It's just the worst luck."
We attempted to retrieve items from the McDuck mansion.
That's where they ended up.
The others are still attempting to retrieve items from the McDuck mansion.
The library is the library is important, but not worth your life, my dear. And she's gonna kind of usher you in there. As she ushers you in there, Odo, what would you like to do? Big golden duck scraping the ground like a bulldozer coming towards you. Quiet.
I'm gonna try to hop over his arm.
Okay. Excellent. What would you like to use in order to jump over his arm there? It is a big, like 10 foot of arm that you're kind of like.
Yeah, with the
Wait.
sort of the slowly gathering a mass of coins on the arm, try to.
Yeah. Wipe out as it kind of curves, as the wave of the coin kind of curls there. Do me a favor. I would like a strength or a dexterity saving throw.
Strength or dex. I will choose dexterity because that is a little bit better. That is a 10.
10. Beautiful. Wipe out! You get shit. You get halfway up and you start to kind of fall and get kind of tossed through. You're gonna take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. You're not completely kind of swallowed by it, but you are now in basically the tube of just gold coins that are like ping 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 hitting you as it comes on in. Anything else you want to do?
I'm just gonna try to squirm my way out of it.
DMs, don't prep anything. You're going to be surprised.
Apparently.
That is going to bring us down to Tormach, which is going to bring us down to Scrooge. Scrooge is just giggling and kind of clapping. He goes, "My gold, yes! Put it back!" As that happens, that is going to bring us down to the city's guard get ever closer. The giant duck pushes in. As the giant duck pushes in, I need a strength saving throw from Odo there. And I will need couple things. So strength saving throw from Odo first and foremost.
11.
Okay, you are going to take another 3 points of bludgeoning damage. How's Odo looking?
He's seen better days, but he's
Okay,
still kicking.
beautiful. As you get bundled in,
He's pretty bruised.
as you get bundled in with the coin, at the same time this giant duck is pushing forward. Renee, I need you to first of all make a real quick athletics or acrobatics check. You are muted, by the way.
Sorry, I'll do athletics. Then you saw me go, you can't hear me.
Yeah.
That's a 7 athletics.
Okay. A skinny man with a little fluffy bird, a little fluffy dragon pop out straight through your arms into the coin. As that happens, you look. I need Vellum. I need our NPC, and I need you, Renee, to go ahead and make strength saving throws, please.
7.
God damn, a 10.
Oh, guys.
I think I've rolled above a 10 two times these 2 sessions.
Okay, great. That is going to be 4 points of bludgeoning damage to each of you as the coins press in. The wave of coins builds and presses against the building. There is a huge thud. And as that thud happens, you hear like Star Wars trash compactor as these wings start to and move in to funnel everything back into the window and push it all in. You have another couple of rounds of crushing before you cannot get out of here, but you guys are currently like piled in coin there. Ren is going, oh, this isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I wanted. That is going to bring us back around top to you, Renee.
I guess I'll just try to get out.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead and make a real quick athletics check to try and like pop out on top of the coin pile so you can run across the top there. A lot of athletics checks.
Jesus effing 10.
You get like chest out, and then you're like, oh, nope, oh, I'm stuck, like quicksand kind of thing. Like, that is going to bring us down to you, Bernard. You can see all this from like a 30-foot kind of vantage point. Yeah, Renee.
Can I action surge and try again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I would like to do that, please. Athletics.
Here we go.
Okay, 18.
There we go. Okay. And you pop out of the coins, land on top as they start to slowly this time move in and build this slow crush of Odo, Vellum, and Ren. You pop out. You've got some movement.
I pop out.
Yeah.
Ren is also caught in the
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
I guess I will. Am I on top of the coins?
Yes. Yeah.
Is there a risk of me getting sucked back down into the coins?
Does not look like it at this point. No.
Okay,
It's now a slower kind of crush. Anyone that
Great.
stays in there will be crushed. Otherwise, you're not in danger of So when Scrooge dives in it, they're separated enough for them to have a liquid-like quality. They're now being compressed, so they're more of a solid.
Love it.
Love
Yeah.
the fit
Mhm.
If you separate them enough, they become a gas.
too.
Oh boy. I will. This is out of my pay grade. I will just try to see if I can find Ren
Yeah.
or where they're gonna pop up. Maybe.
You can see Ren and Vellum kind of separated slightly, but Vellum's very much no, not leaving Ren, not going to leave Ren's area there. You can see them, absolutely. And you can kind of run
I'll
across the
definitely do
gold
that.
and get to them. Excellent. You get to them there. Quack. As the enormous golden duck moves in. Bernard, what would you like to do?
Okay. Okay, so we have okay, so who is able to leave easily? I think it's basically everyone except Vellum, right?
No. It's only Renee is out of the gold pile. Odo's in there, Vellum's in there.
I'm already
Bren is in
gone.
there.
You're
C.O.R.R.A.
already gone. You're
C.O.R.R.A.'s gone,
right.
yeah.
So Renee and C.O.R.R.A. Okay, so I just need to worry about Odo and Vellum.
Yeah.
Amazing. Cool. In that case, I have nothing to do.
Tracks.
So
Just lean on the railing and light a cigarette.
I'm thinking about it. I am going. How big is this giant monster?
It is gargantuan. Sorry. It's a like a 3 to 5 story tall gilded duck. Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking maybe. Okay. In that case, I will. Is the stairs exit far enough away from it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can go down the stairs with 30 feet of movement and be like on the side, behind its kind of wing elbow there, if you want to. Yeah, you're in no danger of being hurt by this thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm in the okay. It's rough being so safe. I feel too bad for all the people that are unfortunately trapped and in so much danger.
The palpable remorse.
Maybe they need a cleric to help or something, but or to give them something. But I'm going to action dash and bonus action attack the thing with my bookmark, attempting to slow it down.
The big golden creature. Yeah, you can go ahead and attack it, and if you have your weapon mastery, you might not be able to do much damage, but you at least will be able to slow it down.
Honestly, I don't even care about damage. I just want it to slow.
Yeah, go for it.
Does a 19 hit?
A 19 will hit this golden statue.
Great. It deals 5 damage, but 5 bookmark damage. However, its speed is reduced by 10 feet, and I book it 60 feet with my action dash.
Excellent. As you book it 60 feet, what direction are you heading in when you book it 60 feet?
The entrance, the same way I went in.
As in back out towards the tower there?
So I'm on the stairs of the tower. I go
yeah. I'm saying
down
you do 60
and then 30
feet, you're going back towards Scrooge's tower, towards the library, towards the cemetery? Which direction?
Oh,
are
in
you-
that case, towards the library.
Excellent. You run out towards the library there. As you sprint out towards the library, you see the crowd of guards and people getting closer and closer. Indeed, I need to put that countdown down one more time. As that happens, you're running into the crowd there. That is going to bring us down to you, Vellum.
I want that scroll.
Excellent.
That's all. I'm trying to get the scroll out of away from Ren.
Excellent. You go to pull the scroll away from him. I need you to go ahead and make an athletics check, please.
Sure, that's not acrobatics.
Definitely not acrobatics. Yeah.
That's a 5.
5, yeah. Not only is Ren kind of like in the gold here, he is clinging to that thing like someone's life depends on it. And as he's clinging to it, you would notice that it is a scroll kind of wrapped in kind of like a little bit of twine there. And as he's holding onto it, he kind of looks at you and he says, "No, it's the only way to get him back." And he kind of moves away from you there.
Can I bonus action swipe at him?
Yeah, you can bonus action swipe at him.
Not with my Hoard, you don't. That's a 21 to hit.
Go ahead and give me your damage.
5 points of paper cut damage.
Okay. You hit him for 5 points of paper cut damage on top of the damage that he's kind of already taken. And he just goes, "Ugh," in the
That's
coin
right.
there.
Now you can be with your precious love, my scroll.
You take the
Brutal.
scroll.
And I'm going to be like, Renee, Renee, Renee.
Beautiful. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. That is going to bring us down to you, C.O.R.R.A. As you step into the library, it is still not opened. It is nice and quiet. And as you step on in, Patola kind of looks at you and says, "Please take a rest. If you have a way of contacting your friends, I'll let them know that you're in here. And if you're in trouble, maybe head to the back to the restricted section. I can hide you in there, perhaps." And kind of goes back out to the front to kind of look for anyone that's coming.
Understood. The others may still be in need of assistance, but I will go recharge. And I just head straight for the back.
Right, what? I can't really do anything. She starts to kind of freak out a little bit. Tormak is doing some nonsense. Scrooge up top there kind of swoops down to you, Renee. He's flying above the range of this crush, and he's just like fluttering around your head. And he's like, "You better not have got any coins in your pocket. Turn out your pockets. Make sure none of them have gotten kind of filtered into your pockets there. Please show me. And he's just kind of looking down. He's going to kind of do a like a TSA pat down of like, "Okay, no point. Good, thank you very much." And he's kind of fluttering over towards Odo and says, "You better not be taking any coins under that there." Looking down at you. That is Odo. Odo, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to get out of there.
Beautiful athletics check.
That's a 16.
Excellent. A 16. You're able to like wiggle your way out. As you wiggle your way out, you kind of pop yourself out of the coins there, and you have barely gotten your way out there.
So am I free or not quite?
You're free out of the coins there. Scrooge is right near you. He's got his cane raised, and he says, "Pockets, mouth, ears. Make sure there's no coins behind your ears."
No coins.
All right. Okay. Kind of gestures for you to do whatever you want.
Hop off, get out of the way, and start. Do I see that my friends are all, my compatriots are all free?
You see that Vellum isn't free, but Renee is right there.
Renee's got this.
You hop down. As you hop down, you make your way towards the library as well.
Sort of just out of the way, but I want to keep an eye on what's happening here.
Yeah. So you move to the edge of like the city, the city folk area there. Excellent. Okay.
Diabolical laugh.
Well, here's the thing. The city guard countdown moves down. As the city guard countdown moves down, the giant kind of creature is going to push in there. Another strength saving throw from Vellum, please.
Is it pushing in more slowly? Do I get advantage on the strength saving throw?
You don't get advantage, but it is pushing in more slowly. Yeah, you haven't done
14.
anything on your turn to give yourself advantage. 14. Okay. You are going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage there. As it crushes you in further. You would see Odo as you're looking out towards the golden duck statue. This is just getting out of control. You watch as Brannick pushes through the crowd and goes, "Oh, I didn't know you were here."
This brought me as part of my investigation.
This is your doing?
Not fully me. It was one of the suspects. McDuck had a leak in his vault, and a magician brought the statue to life.
You realize how that sounds, right?
It's more plausible than the truth.
Do me a favor. Roll a persuasion check, please.
You got this.
Oh, it's only a 10.
Bards sees him. As he says that,
So
Fantasy.
loaded.
as he says that, the guards move into you there. They'll get to you next turn. That's going to bring us back around top to Renee. What would you like to do?
I'd like to try and pull Vellum out of the gold.
Give me an athletics check, please. At this point, not a high DC.
All right, it's an 18.
Whew. Vellum out with scroll in hand. With that, we will end initiative. As we end initiative, Renee, Vellum, what are you guys doing? Where are you guys
I've
going?
got Renee. I'm assuming I've got Renee. I pulled Vellum out and just ran
Yeah.
the opposite
Excellent.
way that the
I
guards
can
are.
fly. I can.
Okay.
I throw Vellum so he can start flying. Give him a head, give him a
Great.
start, and go.
Excellent.
It's a bad day for Ren.
And Renee, you're heading to which direction are you heading? If it's away from the guards, then it will be away from the library.
It's gonna be away from it. It will be away from the guards and therefore the
Nice.
library. But I'd like to like go around and swing back and see if
Okay.
my window's there and dive into it.
Okay, so Vellum and Renee, you guys head out to the opposite direction, which will come back to you guys in a moment. Bernard, sorry, Vellum, yeah, anything you want to do on your way?
I'm going like up, like
Nice.
up, flying up.
Yeah.
and
As
then
you-
in
as
the
you
general
go-
direction of the library.
Okay, as you go up, you're met with like a clash of wings, and Scrooge grabs you and says, "Have you got any coins on you?"
You protect your own hoard. This one's mine. And I have the scroll there. My hoard.
He looks at you and he says, "Wait, you have a hoard too?"
Yes.
Hoard bros.
Scrooge goes back down. You make your way towards the library. As you make your way towards the library with a scroll in hand, Bernard, you pick your way through the crowd here, and you see Patola kind of gesturing, going, quick, make your way over here. C.O.R.R.A is inside. Where is everyone else?"
Oh, you know, just kind of mingling amongst the crowd. You know, no big deal, nothing to worry about.
NBD? Oh, wait, come inside. Come inside. Just come inside. Kind of ushers you in. Vellum is able to kind of fly. Vellum, you fly over the top of Odo getting arrested, and you fly to the the library again. Odo, do you put up a struggle?
No.
Excellent. Just like face to face, just like hands behind your back as they're clapping
Locked
lines.
eye contact.
Standing there, hands on hips, and he says, "You're going away for a long time for orchestrating this."
Don't you want to at least find out what I found?
And he says, "You and I are going to have a long talk and interrogation. Take him away, boys." And they turn and they lead you away to this county, like city jail here. A little bit of time elapses. Everything calms down. Scrooge's duck kind of jams the coins in and then pokes its nose into the hole to plug it. And now that is how this building looks. Just a duck on its face, on its stomach, head pressed into Scrooge's hold there. As we come back, I would love to know, as Renee, Vellum, and Bernard are... as C.O.R.R.A, Bernard, and Vellum are reunited. I hand it over to you guys before we find Renee and see Odo. Yeah.
I'm coming in hot. I mean, I'm just like dive bombing straight and heading with scroll in hand, heading directly for the forbidden room where
Yeah.
it belongs, right? And
Which
if the
everyone is, yeah.
barrier's up and if I can't get in, just sitting there like tap 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 tap.
Yeah, no. They open the door. As Patola opens the door, says, "Oh, Vellum, you made it!" And you see C.O.R.R.A there, like slowly repairing. You see Bernard there, in there as well, and you're able to kind of fly on in, and take the scroll of lingering vitality and press it and put it onto the stone platform there.
It was the other way we had done.
Oh, you got soul reinstatement?
Yeah. Soul reinstatement.
Oh no. Okay. You slot the scroll of soul reinstatement back into the hole in the scroll wall there, and the platform, the plinth, is still empty. Beautiful.
And then I'm gonna head over to Librarium. Odo, I think it was in trouble with the cops. I don't know. It might have been like a sex thing. I'm not really sure. I don't understand people. But Renee, we need to send somebody out. She's probably got a bag over her head. Look for somebody that has like a sack on their head and help her back. We got to get her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. You can't just stay out of trouble.
Trouble, I got the scroll.
No, you are amazing. You got the scroll. You did everything you needed to. You got all the paper possible. I'm complaining about other people.
Okay.
Vellum, were you able to locate the other scroll?
No, not yet. But that's next.
Understood. And I go back into my like power down mode.
we just gotta let Odo finish Odo stuff.
Yeah, you know, I always
right
knew
now.
he had a thing with the cops, even though he didn't say it.
By the way, Bernard,
Mhm.
what was that book you were talking about before? Do you have any other copies of it with the FBI agent? And that sounded great.
Yeah, they don't keep it in most libraries, but I can get you a copy for sure. Don't you worry.
Oh,
Patola speaks up and says, "If you think it will be worth it, we have a copier here that we can kind of mass produce. We don't do it that often, only when we think there will be good like ROI. But if you want to invest a little bit of coin, perhaps we can mass produce this book."
Of course, I'd love to mass produce the book, but I whisper in the ear, it's kind of just smut.
Oh,
Somehow thought you were going to put that more delicately. But okay.
you know, a lot of people like smut. Perhaps we're getting distracted here.
Sorry. That smut was putting it delicately. That's like the highest. Like I'm elevating it a little much by calling it smut.
Smut is elevating it.
Oh, okay. Well, perhaps I need to proofread it before we go into mass production. So one more scroll remaining. Did you figure out who did what?
was that part of it?
What?
No,
we had to figure out something.
no, but I'm missing one more scroll.
Oh yeah. We'll get that.
Okay,
Does it
sure.
matter? Like, what do we need to like solve a mystery or like? We just
No,
need to
not
get
at
the bit,
all.
right?
But I figured the scrolls would be together for some reason. But if not, if they were kind of grabbed for two separate reasons, then I guess we have a bit of a rest. I mean, 8 hours should take you to about sundown. So you should be fully rested by sundown, and as long as nothing bad happens around then, we should be fine.
Wait, why do we need 8 hours?
Well, I mean, look at C.O.R.R.A. And Bernard, you look, no offense, but your Arcana is, you no longer have that arcane kind of presence you had.
I'm offended. Oh my goodness.
I'm just
sorry. I
one
don't
like
tell you when you look tired.
you were quite
Bags up to your
frank,
eyes. They've been there
honey.
all day.
You were
I
quite
haven't
frank
said
with
a
me
thing
from the
about
beginning.
them.
Oh,
But
not
here
true.
you are.
Not true at
Say,
all.
I will
You
have the
gave me
Arcana.
sass. You gave me sass
No.
very early on.
Oh,
This is typical librarian kind of back and
Oh,
forth.
you give me more sass. Yeah, I
So,
know Arcana. Oh my goodness.
hey,
Is that
hey,
how they
hey,
treat people in this library?
is it the
Oh,
truth?
oh my goodness.
I think it might be.
I'm going to submit a review of this, and just you'll hear about us. We won't do any more interlibrary loans to you.
All because I said a truth.
Oh my goodness! I didn't say your truth.
Hey, yes, Vellum.
So, yeah, I don't know what you two have going on. It's probably completely different than what Odo has going on with his police officer, completely for sure. But maybe we should see about that and about getting Renee back here so we can find the other scroll.
Absolutely. You're welcome to rest here as long as you like, but if you want to head off immediately, you can. We cut away from this here, you guys making that decision, to Odo thrown into a cell. As you're thrown into a cell, a couple of like 10, 15 minutes pass before you're kind of picked up and taken into a room with a single kind of lantern hanging. And as you step on in, you seated, manacles on the table, and as the door opens, your nemesis, perhaps Brannick, steps on in and just sighs and says, "How did we get here?" And he steps on in with a file, plonks it on the table, sits back and goes, "Can I get you anything?"
Water and a lawyer.
Well, before all that, and he starts to open up the files. As he starts to open up the files, we cut away from this to Renee, sack on head, sack on body, running through the streets. You walk past a couple of children with hoop and stick, and they look at you and scream and run away there. As they scream and run away, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
It's a 4.
Beautiful. As you loop around back towards the library there as quickly as possible, you
The sack
don't
over
notice.
the head, you have like no peripheral vision.
Yeah, no peripheral.
Genuinely forgot I had a sack on my face.
Yes. You look. You do not notice what seems to be some sort of mage with long-haired Strahd-esque Richard Roxburgh features, making his way out towards the doctor's household there. And as you run back to the library, we will pick up next week with Renee arriving at the library, Odo being interrogated, and see what you guys would like to do. These guys are going to go ahead and take a short rest off camera. They're also going to level up to level 5 off camera. And they are going to wait to take a long rest. So anything you've spent as far as spells or once per long rest abilities, keep those marked. But if you get a new spell, go ahead and pick that. If you get a new spell slot, that's fine. Leave everything else burnt, and your hit points should adjust accordingly. But you're welcome to roll yourself through. That is our game. Till next week, Chuck.
Yay! Thank you. So much of fun. And remember, those of you out there, if you come across a Scrooge McDuck-like mound of gold, do not try and put a glass window in there. It's not going to work out well for most people. But that being said, I had a great time. I think everybody on the cast had a great time. I hope you all out there on the other side of the glass here had a great time. We want to thank Rook for doing the production and making sure everything runs smoothly. We want to thank Clouds out there, keeping things in check in the chat. And once again, we will tell you where you can find more of us, starting with Hercules.
You can find me on the internet at a bunch of different places at the Hoard of Hercules. It's probably me. I sometimes post. If not, probably at Christmas. I'm also, you can find me weekly. You can find me weekly on Theater of the Mind Flayer. Yeah.
Fantastic. Violet.
You can always find me right here at Hit Points Not Required. On Mondays, we do games, we do happy hours. On Wednesdays, I'm hanging out in the chat while we watch House of Ill Repute and hosting House of Chill Repute, available on Patreon and with some delay on Discord as I interview our cast from Ill Repute.
Amazing. Jacob.
Yeah, you can find me all over the place. You can find me here. You can find me on the House of Ill Repute Wednesdays. We've got 2 episodes left. No, at this point, yeah,
Or is
2
it
episodes
one?
left.
Yeah,
Yeah. It might be 1 at this point.
Yeah.
Penultimate episode in
This
2
week
days.
and next week.
Yeah. Time's weird. You'll also find me at Theater of the Mind Flayer as well. Every week, you will see us playing a swashbuckling Daggerheart adventure at the moment. So yeah, jump on in.
Fantastic. Bye.
You can find me at Violent Fire on Instagram if you want to see high quality pictures of my cats who made, or at least their tails made some guest appearances.
We will put them in the credits. Zoe.
Hi, you can find me on Twitch at Zoe_Monroe. You can find me at Patreon under Zoe Monroe. You can find me at YouTube under Zoe Monroe Gaming, and you can find me here about once a month as well.
And that leaves me. I am Chuckles. That's Chuck with an L-A-Z. You can find me here. You can continue to find me here also on House of Ill Repute, on Happy Hours, on all sorts of stuff over here. You can find me on the internet at Chuckles and see where I'm going to be, whether it's at a convention or running across Canada with a creepy doll or wherever I may be. And I will always have something to give away to random strangers that come up and say, hey, why you can't run a creepy doll? And with that, we want to say good night to you. And remember, hit points are not required to help out a good cause. Bum, bum, bum. No actual ducks were harmed.